Chapter 52:17. Sumu nodded. Yeah, I've made an appointment. You won't turn me down, right? He took a cigarette and put it on his lips. Then, he remembered that she was in the car and put it down. He said calmly, "You're my wife, not my slave. Where's the appointment? I'll send you there." Sumu felt a little strange as she gave him an address. Yi Xiangnan drove the car over. Sumu got out of the car and bent down. "I'll take a taxi back later. You can go back first." Yi Xiangnan put the cigarette in his mouth. "Hurry in." Sumu didn't think too much about it and went straight in. The restaurant that she and Sister Hong had arranged to eat, that was pretty good. Even though it wasn't a top-notch restaurant, the food was pretty good. When she saw Sister Hong again, the two of them were completely different. Sister Hong looked quite energetic and prettier. Sumu also looked prettier, especially her temperament. However, she didn't look energetic at all. She didn't look like a newlywed at all. She had just sat down when Sister Hong smiled. They say that capitalists suck blood. It's true. Sumu only snapped back to her senses after a few seconds. She lowered her gaze. "Are you making fun of me too?" Sister Hong glanced outside. "Look, he's still waiting for you outside." Sumu was a little surprised. She looked outside and saw that Yi Xiangnan's car was still there. He rolled down the window and was smoking with one hand while looking at his phone with the other. Sister Hong smiled. President Yi seems quite infatuated. Sumu thought about Yi Xiangnan's words and felt a little strange. However, she didn't want to show it in front of Sister Hong. Sister Hong smiled. "Do you want to ask him to come over and eat with us?" Su Shu asked her to order and went outside. Yi Xiangnan. She called his name. Her face was a little hot, as though it was the first time she had called him that way. Yi Xiangnan looked at her and frowned. "Why did you run out without a jacket?" He got out of the car and put his jacket on her shoulders. Sumu looked up. "Sister Hong wants you to keep eating." "No need. You guys eat. I'll wait for you here. Don't eat too long and don't eat too much. Go home and cook a bowl of noodles for me." He smiled. Sumu pursed her lips. "Okay, I'll be faster." She turned around and went in. Yi Xiangnan didn't know why. Just as he was about to get into the car, he saw Shun Ting bringing Qin Yi Huan over for dinner. He smiled and leaned against the car door. "You're pregnant and you're still out for dinner?" Shun Ting and Qin Yi Huan turned around and saw that it was him. Qin Yi Huan stopped in her tracks. "Xianan, why are you at the entrance of the restaurant?" Yi Xiangnan smiled and raised his chin. "Sumu is eating with her friends. I'll wait for her outside." For some reason, Qin Yi Huan was quite happy to hear his words. He must really like Sumu. Xiangnan was the most impatient person. Now he was willing to wait at the door for others to finish eating. She looked at him and then at Shun Ting. "Why don't we let him eat with us?" Shun Ting nodded and didn't mind it too much. Now that everyone had a family, the past seemed to be blurred. Yi Xiangnan waved his hand. "You two can have some private time. I won't disturb you." Qin Yi Huan looked at him. After a while, she suddenly asked softly, "Xiangnan, are you afraid that Sumu will be unhappy?" "Absolutely not. You're thinking too much." CEO Yi denied it expressionlessly. However, the more Qin Yi Huan looked at him, the more she felt that it was the same. She didn't expect that Yi Xiangnan would have such a day. He was afraid of his wife. Chapter 52:18. Updated quickly. Qin Yi Huan laughed at him for a while, and then went to eat contentedly, leaving Yi Xiangnan in a mess. He took a puff of his cigarette and thought to himself, "I'm not afraid of my wife." CEO Yi was very angry, and once he got angry, he would get back at Mrs. Yi. But now, he was still waiting patiently. Sumu and Sister Hong ate for about an hour, and she was embarrassed to let Yi Xiangnan wait outside for 2 or 3 hours. That would be too unkind of her. During the meal, she tactfully told Sister Hong about Chengzheng. Sister Hong had always known about it, but she only said a word of thanks, and then said softly, "If he doesn't go ashore himself, no one can save him." Sumu asked softly, "Then do you like him?" Sister Hong didn't answer this question directly, but just lit a cigarette, silently watched the cigarette burn out, and then said softly, "At my age, it's no longer a matter of whether I like him or not. Sumu, I'm not like you. I can't have children, and there's nothing else I can do with men other than play. And it's the same with Chengzheng." "Really?" Sumu's simple 2 words almost made Sister Hong cry. She took another cigarette, lit it, and fiercely took 2 puffs. That bastard turned around and slept with Su Jian. Why would I want such a man who has no integrity? Su Mu nodded. He does have no integrity. She then said softly, then that's it. It's good that he broke. Sister Hong nodded. I won't miss him. Su Mu knew Master Cheng's character and said softly, if he causes trouble for you again, I can help you talk to him. No need, it's a clean break. I won't buy it. Sister Hong's eyes were a little red. Then she sighed softly. He's such an uncouth man. Why did I like him? But for a woman like Sister Hong, liking him was one thing, and principles were another. She could play with him, but why bother to make such a man angry? She let out a long breath. Don't worry about me. I'm fine. I'm very good. I have money and time now, and I can find a young wolf dog when I'm in the mood. Sister Hong smiled again. Freer than you. Su Mu was also very rich. Yi Xiannan's personal assets of hundreds of billions were all in her hands, but she actually didn't have the chance to spend money because Yi Xiannan always kept her by his side. Sister Hong was right. She didn't have any freedom at all. After saying goodbye to Sister Hong, Su Mu put on Yi Xiannan's jacket and walked out. When she got into the car, she saw Yi Xiannan looking at her. It was warm in the car. Su Mu took off his jacket and looked at him. Are you hungry? Do you want me to drive? She was a little strange, and she felt. Yi Xiannan smiled. It's better if I drive. When they returned to the villa where they lived, it was already 9 o'clock at night. He was still hungry, and Su Mu felt a little guilty, so she went to the kitchen to help him. Today, she made a lot of noodles with a lot of seasonings. But Yi Xiangnan came over, hugged her from behind, and asked softly, do you think I'm a man who's afraid of his wife? Su Mu was also quite speechless. Yi Xiangnan, if you continue like this, the noodles will be burnt. Then I'll make another bowl. He didn't let go, and even looked a little rascal. Su Mu's voice softened. Yi Xiangnan, what happened to you? Someone said that I'm afraid of you, and I want to prove it. He said confidently, and then carried her to the kitchen table. Chapter 52:19. Memorize in the end. Mr. Yi proved that Mrs. Yi was afraid of Mr. Yi. By the time he was finally willing to let her go, her face was already burnt. Su Mu was quite angry. Yi Xiangnan. He chuckled. I'll do it. He carried her back to the master bedroom and coaxed her for a long time before Su Mu was willing to talk to him again. I'm going downstairs. You should eat something too. He murmured with a hint of deception in his voice. Su Mu bit her lower lip and looked at him. Will you? You look down on me, Mrs. Yi. He smiled and pinched her cheek. Wait and see. Su Mu was waiting for him. Yi Xiangnan walked out. 20 minutes later, he made 2 bowls of noodles and came back to call Su Mu. Out of consideration, he carried her to the dining room. Su Mu looked at the 2 bowls of noodles and was a little surprised. Its appearance was surprisingly good, and its fragrance was also authentic. She looked at him. Yi Xiangnan smiled. I learned it on purpose. It's not like the family doesn't hire full-time servants. Of course, I know how to cook. I'll find time to learn more cuisines in the future. Su Mu silently took a bite. It was indeed very nice. She paused for a moment before saying softly, Yi Xiangnan, you really don't need to change your lifestyle for me. She knew that a young master like him did not do any chores. He was usually very busy, so how could he have the time to do these things? She felt uneasy and felt that this was too much of a stretch. Probably knowing what she was thinking, Yi Xiangnan chuckled softly. I feel pretty good. It's very homey. Isn't it like living with a wife and child? If others can do it, so can I. Oh, Su Mu suddenly asked, is this other person Shunting? Yi Xiangnan poured himself a glass of red wine. Why did you ask about him? She said slowly, we met in the dining room. Yi Xiangnan, are you stimulated? He stared at her for a long time and then asked softly, do you think I'm stimulated by Shunting? Su Mu said nothing and ate the noodles in silence. Yi Xiannan tugged at her hair. Which part of me makes you think that I'm stimulated? Huh? I'm eating noodles, Su Mu whispered. Speak clearly, or else. He said very softly. Su Mu looked up. Yi Xiannan, is this how you threaten me? Yes, he said confidently. Wouldn't it be a loss if I didn't take advantage of this advantage? As he spoke, he immediately finished the noodles and said casually, "I'll take a shower first. I'll wait for you, okay?" Sumu was furious. "Yi Xianan, you bastard. We're newlyweds." He reminded her kindly. "And I'm only 30 years old. What do you want me to do?" After finishing the noodles, Sumu cleaned up quietly and went to the guest room to lock the door. Yi Xiangnan took a shower and came out of the bathroom. There was no one in the master bedroom. He went downstairs while drying his hair. There was no one downstairs, so he knew that she was hiding in the guest room. Yi Xiangnan didn't rush to find her. He drank 2 glasses of red wine downstairs and then went upstairs slowly. He opened the door with the spare key. From that night on, Sumu didn't sleep in the guest room again. However, the benefit was that she could see Cymbidium Chinense the next morning. When he opened his eyes, the little Cymbidium Chinense was lying on the bed, guarding him. Sumu reached out and touched his little face. "How did you get here?" "Dad picked me up," Cymbidium Chinense said softly. "Dad said Mom was tired and asked me not to disturb Mom." Sumu greeted Yi Xiangnan in her heart. Cymbidium Chinense came over and kissed her mom. "Mom, do you want to get up for breakfast? Dad made breakfast." Chapter 52:20. She didn't know why. Because of Cymbidium Chinense's words, Sumu's anger disappeared. It seemed that it was really good. That arrogant man seemed to have changed a lot for her. Her face was a little hot, and she felt that she was a little narcissistic. He might just be on a whim, and he wouldn't be like this forever. But she also felt that it would be good if he could be like this forever. Cymbidium Chinense looked at her mother suspiciously and said very softly, "Mom, why is your face red?" Sumu reached out to touch her face and said, "Did I?" Cymbidium Chinense nodded vigorously, "Yes." Sumu bit her lower lip. "Really?" Cymbidium Chinense affirmed, "Red. The book said that I was shy." "Mom, did you fall in love with Dad?" Sumu was stumped by the question. It was really difficult for him to answer his son. Cymbidium Chinense nodded understandingly and stretched out his little hand. "In fact, Dad is also very good. He is handsome and rich. On TV, girls like him the most." The corner of Sumu's mouth twitched slightly. Who taught him this? Yi Xiangnan held a cup of coffee, leaned against the door, and smiled. Cymbidium Chinense said it very well. Sumu pressed her lower lip. "Did you teach him?" "I didn't. I just wanted to say that we have to respect the truth. Don't you think so, Mrs. Yi?" He deliberately teased her to make her angry. Sumu simply ignored him. Cymbidium Chinense looked at her for a long time, and then came to a conclusion. "Dad likes Mom, but I don't know if Mom likes Dad. I admit it." Yi Xiangnan said openly. Cymbidium Chinense, women say one thing but mean another. They obviously like it in their hearts, but they pretend that they don't. Cymbidium Chinense made an O sound and then asked softly, "Is Mother like this too?" Yi Xiangnan nodded and said, "She just refuses to admit it." Sumu couldn't stand it anymore. She immediately got up from the bed. "Yi Xiangnan." Yi Xiangnan smiled. Little Cymbidium Chinense asked, "Mommy, why are you wearing Daddy's shirt?" "Oh, it smells so good." Yi Xiangnan called his son over. "Daddy will teach you the law of smelling good." Little Cymbidium Chinense didn't seem to understand, but Sumu was speechless. What does she teach her son every day? She ran back to change her clothes, but she could not help but smile. There seemed to be a sense of happiness. No, she definitely didn't think like that. Behind her, Yi Xiangnan was educating his son again. "Your mother must be saying one thing but mean another now. She obviously likes it, but she has to pretend that she doesn't like it." Cymbidium Chinense swallowed his saliva. "That seems to be the case." Then he raised his head. He looked at his father. He suddenly realized that his father was really handsome and good-looking. Many aunties would like him, right? The little person looked worried again, and then said dejectedly, "Mommy, you better not like Daddy." "I don't know how long Daddy can like Mommy." Yi Xiangnan's heart softened. He squatted down and asked the little guy softly, "Did you think of this yourself, or did Mommy tell you?" "I thought of it myself," Cymbidium Chinense said honestly. He thought of something and wanted to say it, but stopped. Even if he didn't say those things, Yi Xiangnan knew what it was. It was about Lin Lu. Not only did it hurt Cymbidium Chinense, but it also hurt Sumu's love for him. She probably didn't have much hope for it. That was why she entered this marriage as an outsider. She was actually prepared to be abandoned by him at any time, ready to leave this family at any time. He just felt strange. If she wanted to leave, would she bring Cymbidium chinense with her? Did she like him? Or was she really afraid of getting hurt? Chapter 52:21. Yi Xiaonan smiled faintly as she thought this. He didn't say anything, nor did he follow her in. He wanted her to think about it. At least give her time to think about whether she liked him or not. Yi Xiaonan smiled and brought the little Cymbidium chinense downstairs to wait for Su Mu to have breakfast together. Su Mu was in the master bedroom, brushing her teeth and washing her face with a blush. The woman in the mirror looked like a newborn, so beautiful that she couldn't even recognize her. As she brushed her teeth, she thought about Yi Xiaonan's words and bit her lower lip. He said he liked her, but she really didn't know how long someone like him could like her. She didn't even know if he was just fresh, just like Cheng Zheng and Sister Hong. Thinking about it, her fluttering heart calmed down. When she went downstairs, she changed into a conservative dress with a high collar to cover her neck. Yi Xiaonan frowned. It's not cold at home. Su Mu didn't say anything. She thought for a moment and suddenly understood. Junyin tilted his head and smiled at her. It seemed to have a deeper meaning. Su Mu's face was a little hot as she ate her breakfast in silence. Suddenly, she remembered that today's breakfast was made by Yi Xiaonan. She raised her eyes and looked at him silently. Yi Xiaonan chuckled. What's wrong? Wasn't breakfast good? She said no, and then her eyes became misty. It wasn't because she was touched that such a handsome and rich man had made breakfast for her, but because other than the Cymbidium chinense, she hadn't felt the warmth of a family in a long time. Wen Yuan treated her very well, and so did Yimu Bai, but this was different. Yi Xiaonan used to not take her seriously and even hated her, but now she found a trace of warmth in him. It was as if she finally had a family. Because it was the weekend, Su Mu didn't need to work overtime as Mrs. Yi. Asking CEO Ye's wife to work overtime. Does he not want to work anymore? After breakfast, the Cymbidium chinense obediently went to read. The little Cymbidium chinense was so pitiful. It had to receive a lead education at such a young age. Su Mu felt sorry for it. However, she didn't interfere too much. Cymbidium chinense didn't complain. If she were to shout at the side, Yi Xiaonan would definitely say that she was a kind mother and spoiled her son. She walked into the kitchen. Yi Xiaonan was tidying up. The way he did housework was pleasing to the eye. She had never thought that he would do housework. For the first time, Su Mu hugged him from behind and murmured, Yi Xiaonan, will it be tough? He paused. He felt her face against his back, and his heart was in a mess of novelty and excitement. He laughed at himself. It wasn't that he hadn't had women before. Besides, they weren't very beautiful. Why couldn't he let it go? Why did he care so much? He lowered his eyes and said, Moo, I won't be able to do anything if you keep doing this. Ask someone for help. It's not a good idea for you to do things all the time. She whispered. Yi Xiaonan looked down at her and chuckled. Do you feel sorry for me? No. Her voice was soft. I just think that you're so good-looking. If your hands are rough, you won't look good. Su Mu deliberately annoyed him, but Yi Xiaonan was not annoyed at all. Instead, he whispered, You like my hands, huh? He deliberately stretched them out in front of her. His fingers were slender and very beautiful, but Su Mu just felt very ashamed. She didn't know what she was ashamed of. Chapter 52:22. Yi Xiaonan chuckled. Go outside and play. I'll clean up here. She didn't move. His voice became hoarse again. Su Mu, Cymbidium chinense is at home. I don't want him to see some scenes that are not suitable for children. Cooperate with me, Mrs. Yi. When Su Mu went out, her face was hot. He was so shameless. Seeing her mother coming out, the little Cymbidium chinense raised her head and asked innocently, Mom, why is your face red again? Su Mu covered her face. Really, she didn't know whether it was red or not, but it was hot. Yi Xiaonan came out of the kitchen, sat beside her, and turned on the TV. Then he said to the Cymbidium chinense, Do your homework. Don't disturb Mom and Dad when they are in love. The little Cymbidium chinense mouth opened into an O shape. Then she ran upstairs with a stack of books and moved the nest to her parents. Sumu wanted to move her head away, but Yi Xiangnan didn't let her. He pressed her and said, "Watch TV with me for a while. Don't you have something to say to me? Let's talk." Sumu bit her lower lip. "Actually, I don't have anything else to say." "Really?" Yi Xiangnan smiled. "Then I'll tell you, okay?" Sumu pretended to watch TV. He put his arm around her shoulder and said casually, "I'll call 2 ants to come over later, or I'll just move back." Sumu glanced at him. Yi Xiangnan smiled. "It's not convenient. I want to sleep for a while in the morning." With that, he stretched himself. The hint was obvious. Sumu didn't want to pay attention to his words at all. But Yi Xiangnan said calmly, "I received a notice. It may be a little busy later. Sumu, please take care of Cymbidium chinense and our family." Sumu looked at him and asked softly, "What happened?" He hugged her. "It's nothing particularly important. Just take care of Cymbidium chinense." She just thought it was about Star's entertainment. But after a while, Yi Xiangnan said calmly, "Chang Zheng, you can't stay there anymore." Sumu was stunned. Yi Xiannin kissed her forehead. "If he's willing to turn back now, there's still a chance for him to escape unscathed. But I'm afraid he won't." Sumu was still in a daze. She couldn't digest the information for a long time. After a long time, she said in a low voice, "Worst case scenario, what will happen to him?" Yi Xiangnan's expression and voice were indifferent. "That's the worst case scenario." He looked at Sumu and did not speak. But his expression said it all. Sumu was stunned. It took her a long time to find her voice. "Is it possible that he will change? Haven't you seen Cheng Zheng's current lifestyle? He's spending tens of millions of dollars at a time. How could he tolerate that?" Yi Xiangnan looked indifferent and let out a long sigh. "If he can't change it, then tell your sister Hong to stay away from him." Sumu said softly that she understood. Then she felt a little melancholy. He used to be a very simple person. In front of the big picture, we have to let go of our personal emotions. Yi Xiangnan's voice was calm. "I'm not targeting him, but what he did really went overboard." Sumu looked down and said softly, "I know. I won't get involved." She suddenly thought of something and looked at him. "Is this the task Uncle gave you?" He didn't tell her his identity because he was afraid that she would worry. He just reached out and stroked her hair. "It's okay. I'll just be a little busy." Chapter 52-23. Updated quickly. In fact, Sumu knew that it would not only be busy, but also dangerous. She gently leaned on his shoulder and gently hugged his waist. "Yi Xiangnan, we're married." He nodded and looked down at her. "So," she said softly, "so, don't let anything happen to you." He smiled. "How could I?" Then they didn't say anything more. They just watched TV like an old couple. After a long time, Sumu whispered, "Then let's hire an auntie. One is enough to clean the house. I'll cook for you and Cymbidium chinense when I'm free." He turned around and held her chin. "Is it a confession, Mrs. Yi?" "No, don't raise the topic so easily." She said discontentedly, "I'm just cooking." He said, "Oh, I see." Sumu had always been calm, but now she was a little angry. "What else can it be? I always thought that your words more or less meant that you cared about me." He smiled and lowered his head. "Yes or no?" Sumu didn't want to answer him, let alone pay attention to him. CEO Yi said to himself, "That's a tacit consent." Sumu said in a low voice, "Shameless. What are you talking about?" He put on the posture of a superior. If she dared to say another word, he would definitely show his shamelessness to her. Sumu was also quite afraid of him. Yi Xiangnan was satisfied and patted her gently. "Good girl." Sumu felt a little disgusted. Master Yi was unhappy. "Can't you give me some face, Sumu?" Other women wanted to say this word. They must be crazy. "Then why don't you go and find them?" Sumu looked straight at the TV and said emotionlessly, as if he had changed his courage. Yi Xiangnan's voice was threatening. "Sumu, stop talking. Let's watch TV. It's rare that we're all at home." She suddenly hugged his arm and rested her head on his shoulder, her hands still wrapped around his waist. Yi Xiangnan was a little stunned. Was this considered acting coquettishly? He thought that it should be. Anyway, he had never seen her like this. Asterisk on the other hand, although Mr. Chung had undergone surgery, he still couldn't recuperate well. The situation was not good. Every day, his subordinates came in and out, causing the doctors and nurses here to tremble in fear. The hostility on Master Cheng's face increased day by day, and he almost wanted to talk to them personally. The subordinate whispered, "I heard that there's a special team that's targeting us." Master Cheng ground his white teeth. "Let's keep those things for now. Let's keep a low profile for now." He asked again, "Do you know who led the team?" His subordinate didn't dare to say anything, but Master Cheng immediately got angry. "Son of a bitch, what's there that you don't dare to say? What can you do if you act like a woman?" The subordinate was slapped by him, and his ears were ringing. He covered his face and said in a low voice, "I heard that it's the one from the Yi family." Master Cheng's eyes shone. "As expected, I used to think that he was really a pretty boy. Good. He entered the special team at the age of 16. He's really a good man trained by the higher-ups." The subordinate asked carefully, "Can we offend him?" Master Cheng slapped him again. "Are you stupid or what? If I can offend him, I will kill him first. Do you still need to come up with ideas here?" His subordinate was a little man, and he felt wronged. Chapter 52:24. However, Xiao Mao felt wronged, but he didn't dare to do anything to Master Cheng, so he had to endure it. He didn't dare to say anything even though it hurt. At the door, Sister Hong stood there and sneered, "You don't have the ability to vent your anger on your subordinates. What's the difference between you and a woman?" "No, it's an insult to the word woman." When Master Cheng saw Sister Hong, his eyes turned red. He couldn't wait to get up from the hospital bed and kiss her. Sister Hong threw a basket of fruits beside him. "You're not dead yet? It's good that you're not dead yet. You still have the strength to shout and hit people." Master Cheng scratched his head and said, "I was in a hurry." He called Xiao Mao over. "Mao, come here." Xiao Mao immediately ran over with tears in his eyes. Master Cheng. Seeing him like this, Master Cheng was both angry and amused. He took out tens of thousands of yuan from the drawer. Go, buy some food. Don't tell anyone that I bullied you." Xiao Mao stared at the money and said in a low voice, "How would I dare to tell Master Cheng?" Master Cheng was quite satisfied. "Then tell that person, did I bully you?" "Absolutely not," Xiao Mao said softly, his eyes still staring at the money. Master Cheng was very proud. "Then, Mao, is Master Cheng good to you?" "Very good. Master Cheng is the best man in the world." Xiao Mao flattered. Master Cheng continued to ask, "Is Master Cheng handsome? Is he manly? Is his body great?" "Master Cheng is so handsome. Master Cheng is the most manly. Master Cheng's body is great." Xiao Mao was willing to say anything now. Sister Hong felt that this pair had no bottom line. Didn't it feel a little weird to say something like that? Xiao Mao felt that Master Cheng's body was great. Sister Hong was speechless and signaled Xiao Mao to leave with her eyes. Xiao Mao took the money and went out. He even specially greeted Sister Hong. Sister Hong closed the door, leaving only her and Master Cheng in the ward. She didn't look good, but Master Cheng looked indifferent. "You look so calm. Do you know what's going on outside?" Sister Hong said coldly. Master Cheng picked his ears and pretended not to care. "You're here to take care of me. Don't be like an old woman every day. Men hate this the most." Pursing her lips, Sister Hong said in a serious tone, "I don't care what you think, but you should restrain yourself. You won't have a good ending if you continue like this." Master Cheng wanted to touch a cigarette, but he stopped himself. Then he sneered, "At most, I'll find a woman to give me a seed. I won't be a man after 18 years. As he spoke, he stole a glance at Sister Hong and regretted it. What did he say? This woman couldn't give birth anymore. Master Cheng was a little cautious, but Sister Hong didn't seem angry. She just leaned there and sneered. "You were born without a father." "Cheng Zheng, you're really a scumbag. That fatty Zhang Fucai still knows how to raise a child. Why didn't you know that?" Master Cheng was furious. "Are you comparing me to that man? Humiliated you?" Sister Hong asked coldly. "What else do you have other than stinky money?" Master Cheng couldn't say anything for a long time. He was so angry that he didn't want to talk to her. Initially, he was quite happy that this woman came. Although she pretended to be unhappy, in his heart, he was happy. But she just didn't know how to argue with him and didn't say anything nice to make him happy. He He was already so sick. Master Chung felt wronged. He lifted the blanket and covered his head, looking like he didn't want to talk to her. Chapter 52-25. Master Cheng's shameless behavior was really infuriating and funny at the same time. Sister Hong rolled her eyes and came over to pull the quilt. Chung Zheng, don't be shameless. Who are you to me? Why do you care? Master Chung was buried in the quilt. His mouth was actually wide open, but he was unwilling to admit it. He didn't want this woman to find out that he was happy. Sister Hong straightened her body and said calmly, I'll count to 3. If you don't get up, I won't care about you anymore. Master Chung immediately lifted the quilt and then said happily, so you mean you're willing to go back with me and spend the rest of your life? It's the same if I go back with you. Sister Hong couldn't be bothered with him. She snorted and leaned against the wall behind her. I'm just reminding you to be careful not to play with fire. Don't think about anything else. When Master Chung heard that, he knew that it was hopeless. He then looked at her expression and felt that she was serious. He laid back, down in embarrassment, and gritted his teeth. I don't have anything to worry about in this world. It doesn't matter to me whether I die or not. I only have one life, so I can do whatever I want with it. Sister Hong frowned. Chung Zheng, are you crazy? She didn't want to talk to him anymore. I've already said it. It's up to you whether you want to listen or not. My life is also yours. Actually, it has nothing to do with me. Master Chung listened without saying a word. After Sister Hong finished her words, she turned around and left. When she reached the door, Master Chung changed his previous fierce style and said faintly, Did you really not feel sorry for me at all? Sister Hong paused for a moment before saying in a low voice, I quite care about betrayal, Chung Zheng. I thought you knew. Master Chung was instantly angered. His voice rose a lot. I saw that you were so open, so I thought you didn't care. How would I know that you couldn't let go of sleeping with a woman? As Master Chung said, his voice became a little softer. If I knew it would be like this, I wouldn't have slept with you no matter what. He narrowed his eyes. Wasn't it easy for him? After struggling for so long, wasn't it because she was angry? Sister Hong was still silent. After a while, she smiled. Perhaps. One look, and it was obvious that she was really angry. Only then did Master Chung realize that he had said the wrong thing again. Wasn't this woman usually quite magnanimous? Why did he get angry just like that? Master Chung also wanted to be as unyielding as Sister Hong and ignore her. However, he didn't have a backbone. He felt wronged and jumped off the bed. He shamelessly grabbed Sister Hong's hand. I just said something wrong. Is there need to take it to this extent? Master Chung said uncomfortably. Sister Hong looked at him and said softly, I didn't mean it that way, and I won't get angry with you. It's not worth it. Godfather Chung furrowed his brows. Woman, why are you like this? Nothing, goodbye. Sister Hong didn't want to be entangled with him and quickly broke free from his hand. Did Master Chung just watch as she left? Of course not. Who was Master Chung? Thus, he clutched his stomach and cried out in a mixture of real and fake voices, as though it was the real deal. Sister Hong frowned. Chung Zheng, are you for real? Master Chung was still screaming with a pained look on his face. Sister Hong still helped him up. Being supported by her little hands, Master Chung felt his body lighten, and he was extremely happy. However, he didn't dare to show an expression of enjoyment and pretended to be in pain. Sister Hong helped him to the bedside and pressed the bell. The nurse arrived immediately. Mr. Chung, what's wrong? Chapter 52-26. The nurses here loved and feared Master Chung. Master Cheng's temper wasn't very good, but he liked to give money away. Which woman didn't like to be thrown money at? There were many people in the hospital, and everyone had a tacit understanding that they served Master Chung like a god. At this moment, God was screaming in pain, and the nurse immediately wanted to push him for a checkup. What was wrong with Master Chung? He still said, I need a massage. Can I borrow someone's hand? Sister Hong was used to knowing his character, so how could she not know? She sneered, Can I borrow my little hand to help Master Chung massage it? Master Chung immediately revealed a satisfied expression and grinned. My woman knows me best. Sister Hong chuckled and gently helped him massage twice. Is this better? Master Cheng's face was full of enjoyment. The massage is good, better than the nurse. Why don't you stay here and take care of me? When I'm better, I'll thank you personally. The nurse pursed her lips and smiled. This lady was Master Cheng's sweetheart. Master Cheng's temper was so bad, but at this moment, she was as obedient as a kitten. Sister Hong sneered and reached out to press hard. Master Cheng immediately screamed, Lu Hong, you woman, you're murdering your husband. After all, he was a patient who had just finished the surgery, and she really injured him. The white gauze was bloodshot, and it looked very scary. Master Cheng raised his eyes and looked at Sister Hong innocently. Will you help me to the emergency room? Sister Hong was also stunned, and after a long time, she muttered, I didn't do it on purpose. Take care of me here, or I'll go to court to sue you. The witness is here, and there are surveillance cameras, Master Cheng said fiercely. Sister Hong was a little dumbfounded. In the end, she still helped the weak Master Cheng to the emergency room. In fact, it was just a superficial wound, and it wasn't scary at all. He insisted on letting the doctor stay inside for 3 hours. Master Cheng lay down and played with his phone, and the doctor was also helpless. After a while, Master Cheng asked someone to go outside to see if his woman was still there. The doctor was also quite speechless, but Master Cheng generously gave each of them a 100,000 yuan red packet. This kind of easy work was something that everyone was willing to do. Sister Hong stood guard outside for 3 hours. Master Cheng was very satisfied. His woman still had him in her heart. When he was pushed out by the doctor, Master Cheng's face was flushed with success. He didn't look like a patient at all. He looked more like a newbie. Sister Hong came over and asked softly, How is it? Master Cheng smiled and said, Don't worry, your man's body is very good, very good. After receiving the money, the doctor also talked nonsense with a straight face to fool Sister Hong. Sister Hong was worried and didn't leave. Master Cheng was overjoyed. One moment, he ordered her to do this, and the next moment, he asked her to do that, as if this could prove that Sister Hong truly loved him. Sister Hong was also speechless and couldn't be bothered to correct him. Master Cheng was extremely delighted. He felt as though he had reached the peak of his life. In the afternoon, Little Mao came back with a message. Not good. At that time, Master Cheng was eating an apple. When he heard this, his expression changed. Eating an apple was like eating Yi Xiangnan's meat. He narrowed his eyes. This gigolo was really ruthless. Half of his territory was actually taken away. Also, his goods were also messed up by Yi Xiangnan to Chi-Chi. His brothers no longer trusted him. Master Cheng felt that he couldn't stay in this courtyard anymore, so he immediately wanted to get up. What kind of person was Sister Hong? She had already noticed that something was wrong. She said softly, Cheng Zheng, what are you doing? Chapter 52:27. Master Cheng smiled at her. I have something to deal with, so I have to do that. Sister Hong's voice was cold. Didn't you want to die just now? And now you can leave the hospital? Who are you trying to fool? She looked at Xiao Mao. Xiao Mao didn't dare to look at Sister Hong in the eyes, feeling extremely guilty. Sister Hong had naturally heard the rumors outside, and she knew what Cheng Zheng was going to do. Once he went, he probably wouldn't return, and there was someone waiting for him outside. Sister Hong looked at Cheng Zheng and said softly, Don't move here, I'm going out for a while. Master Cheng frowned. What tricks is this woman up to? As they spoke, Sister Hong had already walked out. After a while, a few doctors came in. Master Cheng covered his strong body, his face full of fear. Lu Hong, don't you dare act recklessly. I'm telling you, if you dare to do anything to me, I won't let you off. I'm going to lock you up. The doctor injected calmness into his muscles, and Master Cheng's eyes slowly fell on Sister Hong's face. He spat out the last few words, kill you. Then, Master Cheng fell asleep. He was as obedient as an old cow. Xiao Mao was so scared that he peed his pants. Sister-in-law was too amazing. She actually worked with the doctors to take down Master Cheng. Would something happen to Master Cheng? Should he tell his brothers? Xiao Mao panicked. Sister Hong glanced at him, waiting for the doctors to leave before scolding. Why are you so anxious he won't die? Xiao Mao's teeth were chattering. When Master Cheng wakes up, he will whip people with his belt. This lady had never been whipped before, so she didn't know what it felt like. Sister Hong chuckled. Since he will whip people, why don't we kill him now? Xiao Mao's face was full of fear. Master Cheng said that women were scary, and it seemed like it was true. Sister Hong didn't want to waste words with him, so she said indifferently, if you let him go out now, he'll die. Let's wait for him to calm down first. Xiao Mao, everyone knows that the arm can't twist the leg. If he dares to touch Yi Xiaonan, not only him, but the whole of you will be stewed, right? Xiao Mao knew this, but he still carefully said, "Dasa, we all know this, but we are brothers, so we must have some loyalty. Is loyalty more important? Face more important, or your life more important?" Sister Hong said softly, "Don't you have anyone who cares about you? Do you think that dying like that is glorious?" Xiao Mao was somewhat moved. After a while, he said, "Sister-in-law, you are really loyal. Master Cheng used to say that you liked him, that you loved him to death. I didn't believe it first, but now I do." Sister Hong simply couldn't believe what she had just heard. She asked Xiao Mao to repeat it. Xiao Mao swallowed his saliva and repeated himself. Sister Hong was simply furious. How dare he? He's obviously the one who's pestering me. Oh, then don't worry about Master Cheng. Let him die. No one cares about him anyway. Xiao Mao's face was full of depression. Sister Hong was stunned for a moment. Then she picked up Xiao Mao's ear. "Little brat, you're trying to set me up, aren't you? Do you think I'll fall for it? Do you think I'll care about this bastard?" Xiao Mao was in pain, but he smiled. "Of course I don't care. It hurts, it hurts. Sister-in-law, please let me go." Sister Hong put him down and said coldly, "If you say something like this again in the future, be careful that I'll skin you alive." Xiao Mao mumbled into his ear and laughed. "Sister-in-law, your current aura is similar to Master Cheng's. Isn't it what they say in the books? He who keeps company with ink is stained black." Chapter 52:28. Sister Hong wanted to twist his head again. Xiao Mao's wailing sounded both real and fake. It sounded more like Master Cheng. Sister Hong thought absent-mindedly that Xiao Mao was actually quite cute. The two of them quieted down, and Xiao Mao asked softly, "Sister-in-law, you actually like Master Cheng, right?" Sister Hong sneered. "What's there to like about a pig like him? I'm just doing my duty for the sake of money." Xiao Mao touched his nose, but I still think that sister-in-law has feelings for Master Cheng. Sister Hong gave him a warning look, and Xiao Mao didn't dare to say anything else. After a while, Sister Hong said faintly, "He can only be considered to be alive after he gets through this." Sister Hong was a little annoyed. "He doesn't care about himself. Why should I be in a hurry?" Xiao Mao said, "Sister Hong, you can't ignore Master Cheng. Although he doesn't say it, he actually misses you very much. I've been with him for a long time, but I've never seen him care about any woman. In fact, he only cares about Miss Su or Mrs. Yi, but it's just gratitude when he was young. Mrs. Yi raised Master Cheng for several years when he was young, and Master Cheng has always remembered this kindness. Master Cheng actually knows who has been good to him." Xiao Mao said again, "Those women outside are just playful, and Master Cheng doesn't care about the women in the villa. Ever since he had sister-in-law, Master Cheng doesn't even look at them." Sister Hong smiled. "Just sleep, right?" Xiao Mao opened his mouth, but he couldn't say a word. Damn it, sister-in-law was right. However, Master Cheng was also angry, and when he woke up the next day, he was so scared that he wet his pants. He pulled down his face and shamelessly begged Sister Hong. But Sister Hong didn't forgive him. Sister-in-law is really tough. Xiao Mao went to sit on a chair and quietly watched over Master Cheng. Sister Hong saw that his eyes were red like a little wife, and she really couldn't bear to see him like that. Sister Hong rolled her eyes. Okay, what are you crying for? You're a man, but you're crying like a girl." Xiao Mao shouted, "I'm not even as good as a girl." Sister Hong found it funny and grabbed him. "Go and rest. I'll keep an eye on him for you." Xiao Mao looked at her suspiciously. "Really? I thought you didn't like Master Cheng?" Sister Hong wanted to tear his mouth apart. She said coldly, "Xiao Mao, Don't you think you talk too much? Xiao Mao scratched his head. Master Cheng also said the same thing about me. He immediately ran out to give his sister-in-law some space. Xiao Mao happily thought at the door that when Master Cheng woke up and saw his sister-in-law, he would definitely be very happy. Sister Hong looked at the closed door and sat down. She didn't stay idle and started writing in her notebook. Although the news agency was under her name, she still wrote some reviews. Her writing style was very experienced, and her comments were on point. Half of the reason the Sun was selling well was because of Sister Hong. At around 5 o'clock in the afternoon, Master Cheng woke up. Her tall and sturdy body moved as Sister Hong closed her notebook. "You're awake?" Master Cheng moved his head and narrowed his eyes. "How did I fall asleep?" After a few more seconds, he remembered what had happened before. He glared at her angrily, wishing he could bite Sister Hong. Women shouldn't meddle in men's affairs. Master Cheng got out of bed and was about to put on his clothes and go out. Sister Hong looked at him quietly. "If you have the ability to walk out of here, don't look for me in the future." When she said this, her eyes were slightly red. Master Cheng stared at her eyes and pinched his leg to prove that it wasn't a dream. This woman was really sad for him. Chapter 52:29. Updated quickly. Master Cheng's heart was suddenly filled with passion. He grabbed his hair and said, "I didn't do anything to you. Why are you crying?" "What did I cry?" Sister Hong bit her lip. "You're thinking too much." Master Cheng was still staring at her blankly. After a while, he smiled. "And you said you didn't cry." He walked over and held her face, carefully wiping away the tears at the corners of her eyes as he said, "Isn't it just because I can't bear to part with that pretty boy, Yi Xianan? I'm not going to cause trouble for him. Not only that, I'm even giving him money. Are you happy? Isn't your man very generous?" Sister Hong was angry and amused at the same time. "You obviously wanted to bribe him. It has nothing to do with being generous." Master Cheng smiled. "Then is your man capable?" Sister Hong pursed her lips and said slowly, "How can you still smile when it's so chaotic outside?" "That's why I said your man is capable," Master Cheng said proudly. Then he laid down on the bed. "Help me wipe my body. I smell like medicine. It's quite uncomfortable." He was actually just teasing her. Who knew that Sister Hong would really go to get some water and help him wipe his body? When she was wiping his body, Master Cheng's eyes were bloodshot. He looked at her as if he was spitting fire. This was the first time he felt that a woman was willing to follow him regardless of everything. It wasn't because he was the rich and powerful Master Cheng, but because he was a man. Suddenly, Master Cheng grabbed her hand. "Come with me." This sentence was different from the previous one, where she lived together and played with him. She was officially Master Cheng's woman. She could be considered a permanent woman. Sister Hong's hand paused. Then, she said softly, "Marriage?" Master Cheng scratched his head. "We're all children of the pugilistic world. Why bother with the trivial matters? Don't find excuses for your scum." Sister Hong didn't buy it. "I'll leave when you're discharged. Also, the situation outside is tense. You should close your business. Don't live on the edge all day. There are many children like Xiao Mao. Are they all going to die with you? Can you bear to do that?" "I can't bear to part with you either." Master Cheng acted like a spoiled puppy. He rested his head on Sister Hong's shoulder and refused to move away. His rascally behavior was quite impressive. Sister Hong didn't feel sorry for him. She slapped him to the side and said, "Go away. If you want to get tired of me, go find your woman." If Master Cheng was thin-skinned, he wouldn't be Master Cheng. He would continue to pester her and praise her in all kinds of ways. Sister Hong really couldn't do anything about him, so she found an opportunity to go to the bathroom. Master Cheng was like a child hiding under the quilt. He wanted to scare her later. Master Cheng heard footsteps and faintly smelled a woman's fragrance. He also felt a hand tugging at his quilt. He immediately got up and hugged her. "Let me see where you can run to now. Let me kiss you and hug you." He was about to kiss her, but in the next second, Master Cheng let go of the woman as if he had seen a ghost. It was not Lu Hong, but Su Jian. When did this woman come in? Master Cheng suddenly looked like a little white flower. He clutched his clothes tightly and slowly looked in the direction of the washroom. Sister Hong leaned there and quietly watched the show. Master Chung squeezed out a smile. I'm innocent. Sister Hong smiled. I don't know if you're innocent or not, but you're quite compatible. You guys can continue. Chapter 52:30. As she spoke, she wiped the water off her hands and said casually, I'll move your bed. Miss Sue, Sir Master Chung well, he misses you. Sister Hong was about to leave. Master Chung was anxious. Why are you leaving? Woman, I mistook you for someone else. He jumped down to catch her, but this time he was in too much of a hurry and tore his wound. Master Cheng's dark face turned pale. He covered his wound and slowly sat on the bed. Su Jian's heart ached and went to help Master Chung. Although he was in pain, he pushed her aside. Get out. Su Jian's lips trembled. After a long time, she said, Master Chung, don't regret it. If you get together with this old woman, I'll ignore you. Just as she said that, Master Chung slapped her. How dare you scold my woman? Who's an old woman? She's a fairy in my heart. Master Chung said in a rough voice. Su Jian couldn't believe that she couldn't win against an old woman. Master Chung was so protective of this woman. Did he want to marry her? She was so embarrassed that she covered her face and ran away. Sister Hong watched on, as if she was watching a show. Master Chung was a little angry. Call the doctor. Do you want your man to die? Sister Hong saw that he didn't seem to be faking it and called the doctor. The result was serious. Master Chung would have to stay in the ward for another week. But Master Chung was happy. The weather was changing outside. He lay on the bed, enjoying his woman's comfort. He nibbled on a crystal pear and hummed a tune. This is life. Even though he was injured, it was a pity that he couldn't have other entertainment activities. As Master Chung sang, Xiao Mao talked about the situation outside. In the end, he said in a small voice, Sister-in-law. Sister-in-law went out to take care of things. It's much calmer outside. Master, sister-in-law is really capable. Xiao Mao was sincerely impressed and praised her. Master Chung was about to stomp his feet, but after listening to her, he became excited and felt that his woman was capable. But even though he was proud, Master Chung didn't want Sister Hong to get involved. After Xiao Mao left, he looked around the small room. Sister Hong was writing a script in her notebook with a cup of coffee in her hand. Master Chung leaned over and said happily, What are you writing? Sister Hong had written an English manuscript. She wanted to show off, but she couldn't understand a single letter. So his face darkened. Why must you write in a foreign language instead of a native? So you don't want to drink wine and smoke cigars anymore? Sister Hong glanced at him. Master Cheng's face turned red, and he scratched his head. How can this be the same? Buying things from foreigners and letting them work for us. How cool is that? Sister Hong continued to write, and then said indifferently, Yeah, I'll beat you to death. Westerners are so funny. Master Chung was a little angry. What do you mean by dying? All you want is for your man to die. Without me, where would you find such a perfect man? They're rich and healthy. Sister Hong snorted. You won't be able to find anyone as thick-skinned as you. Master Chung smiled and squinted his eyes. Did you miss me? Shameless. Get lost. Sister Hong said bluntly. Master Chung immediately suspected that he had been hospitalized for half a month, and they had been separated for such a long time. With this woman's flirtatious attitude, could she have found another gigolo to accompany her? Thinking about the process of accompanying her, Master Chung felt especially uncomfortable, feeling that he had been cheated on. Chapter 52:31. Updated quickly. Master Chung approached silently. Sister Hong was caught off guard and was caught in his hands just like that. He asked her in a low voice, Have you done anything wrong to me? Sister Hong couldn't take it anymore. Are you crazy? I'm not your wife. That was equivalent to admitting it. Father Cheng's heart turned cold. It was over. He was cuckolded. Then his eyes turned green. He didn't know how to control his strength. Sister Hong couldn't take it anymore and closed her notebook. Chung Zheng, are you done? Master Chung looked at her expression and knew that she was pissed off. Master Chung was originally angry, but when he saw her getting angry, he calmed down. He smiled. I'm just teasing you. Sister Hong sneered. So what if I'm looking for a gigolo? I'm not related to you, and we're not husband and wife. After saying that, she packed her things and left. Strangely, Master Chung didn't stop her. Instead, he sat there in a daze. Sister Hong gritted her teeth and wanted to leave. Master Chung said faintly, "You've definitely never loved me. Are you crazy?" Sister Hong snorted. "Chung Zheng, go and check the neurosurgery department." She was furious. Everything was fine, but he said that she was looking for a gigolo. Master Chung was angry and wronged. "Are you jealous?" Sister Hong said coldly. "Are you jealous? You're a ginseng cock." Master Chung was like a child, twisting words and forcing logic. "Do you still have a conscience?" Sister Hong said coldly. "I don't have a conscience." Who was the one who went to Su Yu's place in just 1 week? Why didn't you check your conscience when you were having fun? Did a dog eat your conscience? Chung Zheng, how dare you ask me if I'm jealous? Are you very proud of yourself? You made a woman cry, aren't you? It's true that you don't care about women, but you can't force women to care about you, right? You're not loyal, and you still want women to be loyal to you. Chung Zheng, do you think women are dogs or playthings? Master Chung was a little confused. I just said one sentence. Why are you so angry? Sister Hong sneered. I'm not angry. I just looked down on you. She was really leaving. Master Chung made up his mind and said, let's go, let's go. You don't have to care about my life or death. Anyway, I'm just an uncouth man. I know you graduated from a prestigious university, so it's normal that you don't like me. As he spoke, he went to the ward to find a cigarette to smoke. He looked like a child who was sulking. Sister Hong sneered, I can't beat you to death. Chung Zheng, I won't fall for it. You can live or die. I don't care about you. You look like you're well-developed, but you're actually a giant baby who lacks motherly love. You don't need a woman. You should find a nanny. Chung Zheng, I'm not going to fall for your tricks. Master Chung was furious. Get lost. Otherwise, I'll beat you. As soon as he finished speaking, Sister Hong threw the notebook in her hand at him. Master Chung dodged quickly, or else his head would be bleeding again. He stared at her with bloodshot eyes, and so did Sister Hong. Neither would yield to the other. Finally, Grandpa Chung spat out a few words. Get lost. Don't let me see you again. Whoever looks for me again is a bastard. Sister Hong said fiercely, I'm looking for a gigolo. Don't you cry. Whoever cries and squints is a bastard. Master Chung said ruthlessly before turning his head away. Get lost. Don't think that I won't be able to bear to part with you. I can find a lot of women like you. This woman wanted to kill him just now. Chapter 52-32. Updated quickly. After Sister Hong left, Master Cheng's heart was filled with regret, but he couldn't bring himself to lose face. Xiao Mao came in and Master Chung snorted. Then, he couldn't help but ask, that woman left? Xiao Mao nodded and bowed. She left. She left completely. She won't make Master Chung angry anymore. That's more like it, Master Chung said stubbornly. Then, he seemed to have thought of something. Actually, I didn't do anything. I was just jealous. Her temper is too bad. If it was another woman, I would have given her 2 slaps. Xiao Mao, who was listening at the side, felt that it was too difficult, but he still bravely said something fair. Master Chung, don't dislike what you said. Sister-in-law has suffered many slaps from you. Master Cheng's eyes widened. I even suffered many slaps from her. Who am I going to complain to? Master Chung paced back and forth and grumbled a few more times. Xiao Mao could only listen. In the end, Master Cheng's eyes turned red. Damn it. She has no conscience. I can't let her go. She left so easily. Xiao Mao was also convinced by Master Cheng's great love. How infatuated. Xiao Mao came up with a bad idea. Since sister-in-law doesn't change her mind, why don't we go back to the villa and find a few girls? Master Chung will definitely like them. Master Chung stared at Xiao Mao. What did you say? Xiao Mao boldly said it again. Master Chung gave him a light slap. You don't want to live anymore. Didn't you see that your sister-in-law is angry? You still want to find a few girls? Do you know how capable I am? Xiao Mao was slapped, but he didn't get angry. Instead, he secretly laughed. Master Cheng also realized that he had said too much. His face darkened, and he gave him another slap. "You little brat. You set me up," Xiao Mao said softly. "How would I dare to, Master Cheng?" After that, she told him how eldest sister-in-law took care of Master Cheng when he was asleep. Listening to her, Master Cheng was overjoyed. "It seems like this woman loves me to death," Xiao Mao flattered. "Yeah, I can see that sister-in-law is deeply in love with Master Cheng." Master Cheng was in a better mood. He lay on the bed and nibbled on an apple. After a while, he asked, "Do you think I quarreled with her in the hospital again? It was so ugly. Was she really fine a gigolo?" Xiao Mao mumbled, "That's hard to say. Sister-in-law is also a woman." Master Cheng rubbed his head anxiously. "Do you think if I go to your sister-in-law now, will she care about me?" He asked Xiao Mao, treating Xiao Mao as a love counselor. Xiao Mao was a dabbler himself. He thought about it and said, Maybe. Master Cheng grinded his white teeth and ordered Xiao Mao, "How about this? You let a few brothers follow your sister-in-law." Xiao Mao's eyes sparkled. "Surveillance?" Master Cheng was unhappy. "What surveillance? That sounds so bad." "Your sister-in-law is such a beautiful woman. Of course, I have to keep an eye on her," Xiao Mao said. "That sister-in-law is much better than before. This is the power of money." Master Cheng was quite proud. "Isn't this my credit? Without me, she wouldn't be so beautiful." Xiao Mao suspected that Master Cheng was behind the scenes, but he had no evidence. After talking for a while, he arranged the surveillance, protection work. Sister Hong returned to her high-class apartment and resumed her life as a single aristocrat. It was hard to wake up early and return late. However, the newspaper office was doing well. Chapter 52:33. But after a few days, she realized that there were people following her everywhere she went. They were obviously not good people. She caught one of them once, and the person stammered and said that it was Xiao Mao. "You're so cowardly. Just say that it's Cheng Zheng." Sister Hong let go of him and lit a cigarette. "Is he still in the hospital?" The person was very good at talking. "Our master, Cheng, misses sister-in-law. He spends every day in regret." "Is that so?" Sister Hong smiled. "I heard that he makes the nurse happy every day." Master Cheng's subordinate couldn't stand it anymore. After a while, he said in a low voice, "Master Cheng just likes to talk." Master Cheng's hobbies are a little strange, but nothing has happened to make sister-in-law unhappy. Master Cheng is now cultivating his character and is very well behaved. He's just waiting for sister-in-law to forgive him. When Sister Hong heard this, she was annoyed and amused. "Did Xiao Mao teach you this?" The man lowered his head. "I said it myself. Master Cheng wants us to learn about love, so we can say these words of love easily." Sister Hong was instantly disgusted. This Cheng Zheng was simply too perverted. "Go back and tell him that I don't need protection. I'm fine." Sister Hong finished smoking and stepped on the cigarette, but that gesture was also very cool. The subordinate said with concern, "Master Cheng also said that sister-in-law should smoke less. Your health is more important. Don't be so disgusting. Get lost." Sister Hong's temper wasn't good. The subordinate went back to report to Xiao Mao, and his trusted subordinate, Xiao Mao, told Master Cheng everything in detail. Master Cheng gritted his white teeth. "That coquettish old woman. She's afraid that my men will ruin her plans. Xiao Mao, continue to have people follow her and keep an eye on her 24/7. If she cheats on me, I'll cut off your heads." When Xiao Mao heard this, he felt that it was quite serious. So, he found those people and held a group meeting. Master Cheng's words are like this: "Think about whether you want to do a good job or not. Otherwise, we won't have a good ending. If you do a good job, Master Cheng will reward you handsomely. Each of you will get 500,000 in cash." Xiao Mao said and looked at the people below. Ever since he confided in his sister-in-law, Master Cheng trusted him very much. In order to better understand the thoughts of a man and a woman in love, Xiao Mao also studied many romance novels and learned a lot. After Xiao Mao finished speaking, someone raised his hand. "We're not doing this for money. We're doing this for Master Cheng's happiness." Xiao Mao slapped his thigh. "It's good that you have this awareness. Work hard. Master Cheng won't treat us badly." The subordinates were excited again. Therefore, regardless of whether Sister Hong resisted or chased them away, those few people stuck to her like cowhide and followed her wherever she went. All the places in B City knew that Sister Hong was Master Cheng's woman. Moreover, they valued her very much and had people protect her 24/7, treating her like a precious baby. Sister Hong couldn't do anything about it. She called Master Cheng and scolded him, but he was so thick-skinned that she couldn't do anything about it. After Master Cheng was discharged from the hospital, he had a lot of things to do. He didn't have time to look for his woman. Instead, he went to look for Yi Xiangnan, one in black and one in white, arranged to meet in a clubhouse. Master Cheng had brought a large group of people with him, and they stood behind Master Cheng. There were only two people in Yi Xiangnan's group. One was him, and the other was his secretary. Secretary Li had seen Master Cheng before, but he had never seen Master Cheng like this. He was so scared that his legs were trembling. This kind of scene could only be seen on television. Chapter 52:34. Yi Xiangnan was well-dressed and looked like a noble young master. He sat down gracefully. Master Cheng, did you call me just for a cup of tea? There was a box in front of Master Cheng. Master Cheng put his hand on it and said in a low voice, CEO Yi, this is the second time we've had tea together. I'm also a loyal and trustworthy person, but CEO Yi doesn't seem to be. Yi Xiangnan smiled slightly. I don't understand what Master Cheng said. The people behind Master Cheng were about to lose their temper. Master Cheng shouted, little bastard, how dare you be so presumptuous here? Get out of here. The man's face was full of anger. Master Cheng, this CEO Yi has destroyed so many of our venues and lost billions. How can we just let him go like this? It's too easy for him. Then he pulled out his knife and wanted to fight with him. Master Cheng gave him a slap, which made the man dizzy. Master Cheng scolded, you can't destroy CEO Yi. You can't touch him easily. CEO Yi accidentally got a hole in his body. I'll hold you responsible. The man stood up straight with a wolf-like look in his eyes. The other 10 people were the same, as if they were going to bite Yi Xiangnan. Yi Xianan smiled faintly and looked up. Is Master Cheng putting on an act today? Are you putting on a show for me? A hole in my body? He stood up and still smiled slightly. Then he pulled out his gun and aimed at the man. There was a loud bang. There was a hole in the man's shoulder. Everyone was shocked. Even Master Cheng, who lived on the edge of a knife, was shocked. Then he narrowed his eyes and thought, I underestimated this gigolo. Yi Xiangnan looked indifferent. Take him to the hospital, or his arm will be useless. This shot turned the situation around. Even Master Cheng didn't dare to act rashly. The most important thing was that he couldn't touch the person in front of him. He could touch him, but all the people would be buried with him. Today, he also wanted to scare this gigolo. Maybe his legs would go soft. But absolutely not. He stared at Yi Xianan, suspecting that this pretty boy had been trained. Otherwise, how could he have such skills and boldness? After all, there were more than 10 of them on their side, and they could take down this pretty boy in a matter of minutes. However, he had fired the gun. It was obvious that he knew that he wouldn't dare to completely turn against him. Great, you're really amazing. Master Cheng grinded his teeth and grinned. Lindsay, why don't you thank CEO Yi for his concern? Lindsay's forehead is full of sweat because of the pain, but he still clenches his teeth and bears it. Thank you for your concern, Boss Yi. Yi Xiangnan calmly watched as he was helped out. Then, he looked at Master Cheng. Now, can we start talking? Master Cheng sat down lightly. CEO, Yi has given me a good show of strength. Same here. Yi Xiangnan smiled. Master Cheng pushed a box in front of him over. This is for CEO Yi. I hope you like it. Yi Xiangnan smiled and asked Secretary Li to open it. As soon as Secretary Li opened it, he was stunned. Isn't this a national treasure? The jade cabbage that can't be found in the museum. It's priceless. Master Cheng said indifferently. I'm a rough man. I don't know how to appreciate these cultural relics, but CEO, you should understand them. I just don't know if CEO, you will like this little thing. Yi Xiangnan played with the thing in his hand for a while. It's not bad. Then he put it back. This thing, is it for me? Chapter 52:35. 1 second to remember Master Cheng's eyes lit up. Boss Yi is a smart man. I will give this to his uncle. I hope he will like it. Yi Xiangnan's expression became more indifferent. His family doesn't like this kind of thing. Master Cheng, thank you. Master Cheng softened his tone. Isn't there Boss Yi to mediate in the middle? Yi Xiangnan lowered his eyes, took out the thing, and carefully played with it. After a while, he raised his eyes. It depends on how much Master Cheng is willing to compromise. Master Cheng heard it and said in a rough voice, say it. Yi Xiangnan was still indifferent. That cigarette is the bottom line of that person. If Master Cheng insists on touching it, I can't protect Master Cheng. Master Cheng's heart was like a dog. Toy boy, when did you protect me? Do you want me to die every day? His heart was moving like this, but he pretended to be enlightened. Boss Yi, please tell me. Master Cheng, are you still pretending? Yi Xiangnan sneered. If you are still pretending, we don't need to talk anymore. He stood up, as if he was going to leave, and Secretary Li looked at him carefully. Master Cheng said in a rough voice, okay, I won't bring that thing in again. Just take it as a blessing. Yi Xiangnan turned his head. Are you serious? Master Cheng said in a rough voice, of course I am serious. If I don't keep my word, how can I survive in the underworld? But this matter will take a few days. There are so many brothers, I have to make arrangements. Yi Xiangnan was quiet and didn't speak. Master Cheng was so angry in his heart that he even cursed the 8 generations of this toy boy's ancestors. He narrowed his eyes too much and wanted a foot after giving an inch. He came with sincerity, but this toy boy had no room for negotiation. Everything was his own concession, which was too shameful. But at this time, Master Cheng didn't dare to fight head-on, because he didn't have the confidence. He knew that the thing would harm people, but money came quickly. Master Cheng was a bachelor, so he didn't care about retribution. At this moment, as he gritted his teeth, he thought of a certain woman. He suddenly felt that if he did one less bad thing, would this woman live a better life? When Master Cheng thought of this, he felt a little better. Waving his hand, he said, all right, I'll do as you say. He rubbed his nose again. It was rather embarrassing, especially the way his subordinates looked at him. Master Cheng was furious. I'm doing this so that you little brats can live well in the future. If you continue to do this, everyone will be screwed. His subordinates didn't make a sound. Master Cheng then looked at Yi Xiangnan and smiled. If I, Cheng Zheng, agree to something, I will definitely do it. Tomorrow, I will burn them all, not leaving a single one. As for my brothers, they're all working for me. Bossy can't guarantee that he won't touch them. It's not easy for them either. Yi Xiangnan said calmly. If Master Cheng can do it, I can also guarantee it. Master Cheng's mood was quite complicated. Getting Yi Xiangnan's guarantee was like getting the guarantee of that person. He was someone who could speak. After a while, he said again, is it because of Su Mu that you're not ruthless? Yi Xiangnan shook his head. No, it's just that she doesn't want to make things too big. Isn't it better for her to turn over a new leaf? The main thing was that Master Cheng's business was too big. If he uprooted it, he wouldn't be able to bear it. Master Cheng was in a daze again, then said, in the past, I didn't have food to eat. It was Su Mu who fed me like a dog for a few years. Because of his kindness, I won't touch you. Chapter 52:36. Memorize. Secretary Li, who had been nervous the whole time, was about to burst out laughing. Actually, Master Cheng was a little cute. Seeing her like this, Master Cheng immediately exploded. I won't touch him. I'll touch you, okay? Secretary Li was so scared that he peed his pants. He looked at Bossy. Yi Xiangnan smiled. My secretary can't help being scared. Master Cheng didn't feel good. Then I won't be scared? CEO, yeah, I was so scared that I peed my pants and hid in the hospital for a few days. Why doesn't CEO Yi feel sorry for me? Yi Xiangnan felt a chill run down his spine. I'm not Reporter Liu. You don't have to say that to me. Master Cheng scratched his head. I don't care about her. Yi Xiangnan smiled and walked out without saying anything else. Master Cheng shouted from behind. Yi Xiangnan, you bastard. Don't tell Mu Mu about this. It was so embarrassing. A while ago, he was still crazily chasing after Sumu. Now, he had fallen in love with someone else. Master Cheng's old face was a little embarrassed. Yi Xiangnan waved his hand. Don't worry, I'll talk to her. Master Cheng was about to get angry. Xiao Mao leaned over and whispered, Master Cheng, isn't this just right? Someone is confessing to Sister Hong on your behalf. Master Cheng thought about it and rubbed his head. It's not bad. Xiao Mao, you're now a master of love. Xiao Mao naturally flattered him again. It's all thanks to Master Cheng's good teaching. When Yi Xiangnan heard this, he felt a chill run down his spine. He quickened his steps and left. Back at Starlight HQ, he still had some things to deal with. Sumu happened to come over, so Secretary Li pulled her aside and told her about CEO Ye's heroic performance today. Then he looked at Sumu. Our CEO, he is amazing, right? It's true. I fired right there, and then I didn't even blink. Sumu looked at Secretary Li in surprise. Really? Secretary Li nodded hard. It's true. CEO Yi is amazing. He fought against more than 10 people alone without even frowning. Sumu didn't say anything, but Secretary Li continued. I was so scared that I peed my pants. So scary. Sumu whispered. Is it especially dangerous? Secretary Li was stunned and then nodded. A little, but our CEO Ye's aura is really powerful. Sumu nodded. Secretary Li left the room. Yi Xiangnan was on the phone. He stood with his jacket on the back of the chair, his back facing them. Sumu slowly walked over. The carpet absorbed the sound of her footsteps. She walked behind him and gently hugged his waist. Yi Xiangnan seemed to be stunned for a moment. Then he pressed her hand down and said a few words to the other end of the phone before hanging up. He wanted to turn around, but Sumu didn't seem to want to let him. She kept hugging him. Yi Xiangnan said in a low voice, What's wrong, Mumu? He rarely called her that, but it was appropriate to call her that intimately at this time. Sumu pressed her face against his back and whispered, I don't want to talk, Yi Xiangnan. He smiled softly and said, Mumu, have you learned to act coquettishly? She tightened her arms and asked in a low voice, Weren't you afraid at that time? Yi Xiangnan was stunned for a moment, and then he knew what she meant. He said in a low voice, If I was afraid, how could I do anything big? He pulled her from behind and looked at her. His voice was hoarse. Are you crying? He reached out to wipe away the tears from the corners of her eyes, and his voice was incredibly gentle. At this time, the phone on the table rang. He didn't care about it, but held her face and carefully wiped away her tears. Chapter 52:37. The phone rang reluctantly, so he picked it up and put it aside. Then, he looked at his wife with a gentle voice. What's wrong? Why are you crying like this? Sumu bit her lip and said in a low voice, Haven't you thought about Cymbidium Chinense? Haven't you thought about me? I have, he said in a low voice, but if I'm not around, my parents will take care of you. But if I don't do it and someone else does it, it's very likely that that person won't be around. As long as my uncle is around, Chengzheng won't dare to touch me. Sumu looked up and said softly, Yi Xiangnan, you bastard. Why are you scolding me? His voice was actually a little gentle. Then, he lowered his head and kissed her forehead. I thought you would like heroes. You're not, she said softly, her eyelashes wet. Then she hugged him. Yi Xiangnan, although you're particularly despicable, I still hope that you can live well. He smiled. I will. Sumu didn't say anything and just hugged him. She rarely acted like this. In the past, she had always been indifferent to him. No matter how good he was to her, she didn't seem to appreciate it. Now that she was like this, he found it funny and a little hard-take. Sumu was probably scared. His voice continued to be low. I promise I'll be fine, okay? Sumu didn't say anything and just leaned in his arms. There was a faint smell of tobacco on him. It was quite manly. Sumu didn't say anything and just leaned against him. Later, he carried her into the lounge and coaxed her for a while. He waited for her to fall asleep before he went to work. Actually, today was a thrilling day. She was so clingy, and he still had a lot of things to do. However, he didn't find it annoying at all. Instead, there was an indescribable feeling in his heart. Yi Xianin put a hand to her forehead and smiled. At this time, Secretary Li pushed the door open and said, Boss Yi, a customer said that your landline could not be connected. Oh, I took it off for a while. I can connect it now. He smiled faintly and put the phone back on. Secretary Li looked at him strangely and then left. Yi Xiangnan continued to work until 9 o'clock at night. He stretched and went to the lounge. Sumu was still asleep. Yi Xiangnan sat by the bed and pinched her face. Let's go home. Sumu woke up and stared at him. Yi Xiangnan, he grunted, and she said that she had a nightmare again. Later, she fell into his arms, and he hugged her for a long time. When Sumu came back to her senses, she was already in the car. She looked sideways and saw that it was the way back to the villa. The Cymbidium chinense is with my mother, Yi Xiangnan said calmly. Sumu replied with an "oh" and asked, have you eaten? It's getting late. She looked at the time and found that it was 10 o'clock. Yi Xiangnan nodded. Not yet. Where do you want to eat? Sumu thought for a moment and said, I want to eat hot pot. He smiled and said okay. Sumu added, hot pot is the best in this weather. It's warm. After saying that, he threw his coat on her. Cover yourself. You look so cold. Sumu refused at first, but there was a faint smell of tobacco on the coat, which was very similar to his smell, so she gently covered herself with it, only revealing her head. Yi Xiangnan looked sideways and felt that she was quite cute. Sumu, on the other hand, was caught by his gaze. Chapter 52:38. She felt that there was something different in his eyes, but she couldn't tell what it was. When they arrived at the famous hot pot restaurant, they unexpectedly bumped into acquaintances. It was Sister Hong and Zhang Futsai. They were probably talking about business. The two of them chatted while eating hot pot, with notebooks and some documents in their hands. Yi Xiangnan looked at Su Mu and said in a low voice, when your master Cheng sees this, he will fly into a rage again. Su Mu looked at him and snorted, he's not my master Cheng. She thought of Su Jian again and suddenly said, Cheng Zheng doesn't do this anymore. I don't know what to do with Jian. She's used to smoking that cigarette. Yi Xiangnan brought her to sit down and asked in a low voice, do you sympathize with her? No, I just feel that she has ruined herself. Su Mu said softly. Yi Xiangnan shook his head. That's also because of Cheng Zheng. Forget about her body. That cigarette isn't something that Su Jian should have. If she didn't follow Cheng Zheng, she wouldn't have had the chance to come into contact with it. Yi Xianan then said, I know that a lot of women like him and think that he's a little cute. But a person with a bad mouth is a bad thing. No matter how good his personality is, he's still done a lot of harmful things. I don't think he's a good match for women. Su Mu looked at him strangely. Yi Xiangnan, you seem to keep mentioning Cheng Zheng today. Are you thinking too much? Well, I just want you to know about his bad behavior. CEO Yi said with a small heart. Su Mu looked down, I know. She looked in the direction of Sister Hong. Sister Hong didn't notice them, and she didn't want to disturb them. She said to Yi Xiangnan in a low voice, I'm just worried about Sister Hong. I think she likes Cheng Zheng. After a pause, she said, I don't know what she likes about Cheng Zheng. Yi Xiangnan ordered the dishes and smiled. I like him. He's rich, healthy, and good-looking. Who wouldn't like such a man? Su Mu looked at him strangely. Suddenly, Yi Xiangnan asked Mrs. Yi, by the way, Su Mu, how many do you think I've taken? Su Mu felt that he was boring and shameless, so she refused to answer his question. Yi Xiangnan chuckled softly. He stopped teasing her and focused on eating. On the other side, Sister Hong looked up and saw the two of them eating quietly. Sister Hong watched for a while, and Zhang Futsai also noticed it. She whispered, should we go and say hello? Sister Hong shook her head. Let them eat in peace. She had mixed feelings in her heart. In fact, she was very clear that from Yi Xiangnan's standpoint, he wanted to kill Cheng Zheng. But in the end, he still gave her a way out. It was not only because the plate was big, but also more or less for Su Mu's sake. Cheng Zheng was indeed a very smart person. She knew that the situation was not good, and she also knew why Yi Xiangnan let her go. So, she still followed along. A few days ago, the situation was very tense. Today, everything was the same as before. It should have been settled. She looked at him like this, but Zhang Futsai realized that she was wrong. He whispered, "It's all my fault. If I hadn't been stupid before, we could be like them now. We could eat well and go home together." Sister Hong laughed. "You think too much. Isn't it good now? You still have a wife and children." Zhang Fucai looked at her, lit a cigarette, and said faintly, "How can it be the same?" Sister Hong snorted. "Don't talk after the fact. You were so infatuated with Du Meili." Chapter 52:39. Zhang Fucai smiled awkwardly. "Wasn't that an accident? It won't happen again. It's none of my business in the future. But think about your wife. She followed you from a young age and worked so hard to raise 2 children. If she's still a dubious person, how can you face her?" Sister Hong said as she picked up her coat. "Let's go. You drank. I'll give you a ride." Zhang Fucai was flattered. Recently, his heart had been filled with Sister Hong. Although he didn't dare to think about it, it was good to be alone for a while, especially in a car. Just thinking about it made his heart flutter. Sister Hong quickly poured cold water on him. "Don't think too much. I just thought that you might spend money to find a woman after drinking. I felt bad for your wife, so I was willing to give you a ride. Don't think too much. Zhang Fucai, don't think too much about it. You're no different from a eunuch here." Zhang Fucai's pig face instantly turned red. "Lu Hong, did I say anything wrong?" Sister Hong didn't buy it. She snorted coldly. "I'm good enough for you. Don't be ungrateful." Zhang Fucai instantly became discouraged and followed behind Sister Hong like a rubber ball. Yi Xiangnan coughed lightly. "Su Mu, look. Cheng Zheng is going to explode again." Su Mu asked softly. "He has such a bad temper. How can Sister Hong stand it?" Yi Xianan looked at her with a strange gaze and then said very slowly, "Don't you feel that Lu Hong's temper is a little worse?" Su Mu thought about it and felt that it was true. Everything had its nemesis. That was probably it. Sister Hong sent Zhang Fucai back and waited for him to get off the car. Just as he was about to say something, she impatiently said, "Don't say that bullshit. This old lady doesn't fall for it. What were you doing earlier? Besides, this old lady likes fresh meat." Zhang Fucai felt wronged. "Cheng Zheng isn't fresh meat either. He's almost 30, right?" Sister Hong snorted. "He has muscles. Do you?" Zhang Fucai left dejectedly. Sister Hong drove to a bar, intending to have a drink before returning. She wasn't in the mood to hook up with a man. Of course, she would never admit that it was because of Cheng Zheng. Sister Hong was especially beautiful now. Sitting at the bar counter, she only needed to smoke a cigarette. A bunch of little wolf dogs would come up to her, but Sister Hong would at most drink a small glass of wine with them. She seemed to lack interest. After sitting there for the whole night, she went back and found a designated driver. When she got into the car, she realized that something was wrong. The designated driver was none other than Master Cheng. Master Cheng took off the hat on his head and grinned. "Great reporter Lu, what a coincidence." Sister Hong lit a cigarette. "How boring. Didn't I say that whoever is looking for you is a bastard?" Master Cheng chuckled. "There's such a thing? Why don't I remember?" He had always been good at being a scoundrel. Sister Hong couldn't be bothered to explain to him as she smoked her cigarette quietly. "Your business is down, and now you have a sports car?" Seeing that she wasn't chasing him away, Master Cheng was delighted. "Well, isn't there a saying that goes, a starving camel is still bigger than a horse? No matter how hard it is, we can't let our wives suffer. Don't you think so? Do you want to see how good I am? Am I still as good as before?" Clearly, he couldn't say anything nice. Sister Hong didn't reply to him. Instead, she said faintly, "Just settle the others down. You don't have to worry about me." Master Cheng replied shamelessly, "But you're the only one in my heart. How can there be anyone else?" Chapter 52:40. Sister Hong snorted lightly and did not say anything. She was probably tired and had a few drinks. Since Cheng Zheng was driving the car, she slept in the car without any worries. When she woke up, she felt as though there was a huge dog beside her. Just as she wanted to speak, the dog said, "Don't move. I missed you so much." "You bad woman. He missed me so much. Don't move, or I'll kill you." Sister Hong was speechless and slapped Master Chung. Are you crazy? Yes, I'm lovesick. I'm going to be a tortoise tonight. Master Cheng's voice sounded wrong. I asked you to drink with other men. I asked you to laugh with other men. I asked you to talk to other men. I asked you to hook up with other men. Are they as good as me? They're all men who take advantage of women. The more Master Chung spoke, the angrier he got. It was like a couple fighting. Both of them were injured in the end. In the end, it even made it to the hospital. The doctor's eyes were opened. This was intense. He had never seen a man and a woman who could do this to each other. The man's face was covered in palm prints, and the woman's was no worse off. Her hair was in a mess, and her makeup was ruined. Her lips were torn, and her neck was bruised, probably by fingers. Her chin and cheeks were also covered in suspicious fingerprints. How cruel must both parties be for them to be like this? If they were fighting each other, they could call the police. However, it was particularly strange that the man still accompanied the woman with a smile and wholeheartedly coaxed her. The doctor couldn't help but feel speechless when he saw the way he licked his G. Later, after thinking about it carefully, perhaps this was the love between husband and wife. Luckily, they were all external injuries. The man's injuries were serious. His body was full of fingernail marks and blood. How heavy-handed. He thought it was the man hitting the woman. But now, he knew that this tall and strong man was the one who was hit. Perhaps because the doctor's gaze was too intense, Master Chung was unhappy. He shouted, "Don't men have to give in to women? What's there to look at? I was just giving in. If I really hit her, I could crush her with one hand." Sister Hong glanced at him. "Chung Zheng, say it again. If you know how to talk, say it more." Old Master Chung scratched his head. "I'm not outside right now. I want a safe face. You can hit me and scold me all you want when we get home. I'll even kneel down and serve you." The doctor couldn't take it anymore. "All right, go and apply the medicine." Seriously, this man shouldn't embarrass himself outside. He looks like he's afraid of his wife. At this time, Xiao Mao came over and said a few words to Master Chung. Master Cheng's eyes suddenly revealed a ferocious look like that of an animal, which scared the doctor. Master Chung was about to leave when Sister Hong called out to him. "Wait a minute. Where are you going?" Master Chung smiled. "I'll be gone for a while. Be gonna go home first. I'll come back to find you after I'm done." As he said that, he turned to Little Mao and said, "Send your sister-in-law back. She needs at least 5 people to protect her. Do you understand? If she loses even a single hair, I will hold you responsible." Xiao Mao was put in an important position and immediately expressed his loyalty. "Master Chung, rest assured, I will definitely send sister-in-law home." Chung Zheng patted him on the shoulder and left. Only then did the doctor realize that this man was Master Chung. God, how did this woman make this man willingly take a beating? After the beating, he still fawned over her and even knelt down to serve her. Chapter 52-41. Memorize, Xiao Mao disdainfully said. "This is our sister-in-law. Master Chung loves his wife. Can't he?" The doctor's expression was particularly strange, but a man who gave in to a woman wasn't much worse. After Xiao Mao finished speaking, he wanted to send Sister Hong back, and Sister Hong did not refuse. But when she sat in the car, she lit a cigarette and smoked quietly. Xiao Mao, who was driving, tried to persuade her. "Sister-in-law, Master Chung said that you shouldn't smoke." Sister Hong couldn't take it anymore and said, "You only have Master Chung in your heart. Why are you so obedient to him?" Xiao Mao was silent for a while before continuing. "I was picked up by Master Chung. When I was 10 years old, I was wandering outside, and someone broke my leg to eat. If it weren't for Master Chung, I would have died long ago. Master Chung is my second parent." Sister Hong didn't expect Xiao Mao's life to be so pitiful. After a while, she snuffed out her cigarette and said softly, "Then you and him are in the same boat." Xiao Mao immediately perked up. "Our Master Chung also said the same thing. He said that this little bastard and I are fated." Sister Hong did not make a sound and just quietly looked out of the window. It wasn't until the car reached her building that she said softly, "Xiao Mao, does Chung Zheng do this often?" Xiao Mao did not understand what she meant and made a sound. Sister Hong said softly, "What I mean is, are we going to pick up some stray cats and dogs from the land of good people?" Xiao Mao made an O sound and then said unhappily, "I'm not a cat or a dog." Sister Hong glanced at him. "More or less. How could that be the same? But you're Sister Hong, so you have the final say." Xiao Mao continued, "Actually, Master Cheng's heart is very gentle." Sister Hong couldn't take it anymore. She opened the door and said, "You can slowly revel in it." Xiao Mao scratched his head and felt that he was not wrong. Sister Hong had already gone upstairs. Little Mao and a few of his brothers followed her up. Sister Hong leaned against the elevator in silence. Xiao Mao softly said, "Sister-in-law, don't worry. Master Cheng is very brave. Nothing will happen." Although he said he would be fine, his waist was still slashed by someone, almost stabbing his vitals. That night, Master Cheng was admitted to the hospital again, but he didn't let anyone tell Sister Hong. He was a man. If he made a fuss over a little injury, then he wouldn't be a man. Master Cheng was lying on the hospital bed. His upper body was draped in a shirt that was unbuttoned, and his waist was wrapped in white gauze. He had a look of nonchalance on his face, as if this was a normal occurrence. When one of his subordinates spoke to him, he gritted his teeth. "That old me. Didn't he just invite me over for a cup of tea? How dare he talk back to me like that? If I don't pay attention this time, I'll kill him next time." Xiao Mao served Master Cheng attentively like a woman. He cut the apple into pieces and fed it to Master Cheng. Master Cheng ate a few small pieces at first, and then scolded, "Xiao Mao, why are you acting like a woman? Aren't you disgusting? Apples should be eaten in big mouthfuls, unlike you. You're not even as good as a girl." The little furry monster felt wronged and didn't dare to make a sound. At this moment, Sister Hong pushed open the door and entered. Leaning against the door, she asked, "You got injured again?" When Master Cheng saw that it was her, he glared at Xiao Mao and thought, "Little brat, did you say that?" Xiao Mao quickly shook his head. Then, Master Cheng looked at his woman with a smile. "You dragged the great reporter, Lu, all the way here. What a rare guest." Sister Hong snorted coldly. "I'm here to see if you're dead." Master Cheng's voice was filled with hormones. "If you care about me, then care about me. Why are you so stubborn? Are you still a woman?" Sister Hong walked over and forked the apple for him. "Eat it." Chapter 52-42. Master Cheng smiled as he ate. As he ate, he praised, "The taste is really good. Look at you women, you are so meticulous. You even cut the apple into slices. Unlike us uncouth men, we all take big bites. It's so uncultured." Xiao Mao, who was at the side, felt even more wronged. He was the one who cut the apple, and Master Cheng just scolded him for being a sissy. Master Cheng was still smiling. His eyes were almost glued to Sister Hong's body, not willing to move away. Even though he was hitting her, his woman still cared about him. Just as Master Cheng was unilaterally announcing his love, the door opened and a woman in a rather sorry state rushed in. It was none other than Su Jian. Su Jian's face was haggard, and it was a different kind of haggard than usual. She stood at the door and said, "Master Cheng, I can't buy cigarettes anymore." Master Cheng frowned and looked at Sister Hong. Originally, according to his character, he would have kicked this woman out and asked her not to smoke. But she didn't listen, so who could she blame? But now that Sister Hong was at the side, it would be a little heartless to do that. So Master Cheng coughed lightly. "You haven't quit?" Su Jian said softly, "It's very painful. I can't take that kind of suffering. Back then, you wanted to have a good time, and now you're asking for it." Master Cheng said very directly, "I'm not selling this anymore. There's no point in looking for me." Su Jian suddenly rushed over and threw herself on the side of the bed. "I beg you, Master Cheng, I really can't leave that. I can buy it, I have money." "Master Cheng, you're not selling it, but I know you must have a way to get it, right? Earn it all." Master Cheng cut off her thoughts. "Don't think about all this nonsense. Find a place to spend a few $100,000 to quit and start a new life." Su Jian's face was a little blank. "I've been there, but it's really painful. Do you think I don't want to?" Master Chung really wanted to kick this woman to death. What did it have to do with him? He gave Xiao Mao a look, and Xiao Mao understood. He stepped forward and coughed lightly. Miss Su, why don't we leave first, and Master Chung can think of a way? Su Jian looked at Hong Jie, who was standing at the side. She secretly thought that perhaps Master Chung couldn't give her that thing because the reporters were there. Maybe he gave it to her in private, so she went back first. However, she waited and waited, but Master Chung didn't give her anything. However, when she was in extreme pain, a strange-looking old man accompanied by a few men in black walked to her side. His pair of indifferent eyes looked down at her, and then threw a pack of cigarettes. Su Jian couldn't wait to take one out and sniff it. This was the smell. Just as Allah was about to say something, her hand was stepped on. Only when you become Mr. Me's woman can you enjoy it. Su Jian raised her eyes. Her gaze was a little dazed, but she nodded without hesitation. From that day onwards, she became Chung Ye's sworn enemy's woman. She could still go to high-class places, had endless money, and was still the most favored woman by boss's side. Moreover, although Mr. Me was older, there was no one around her who could compete with her. For a moment, Su Jian was also very happy, but she still couldn't forget Master Chung. Master Chung was a man she really liked, but she also hated Master Chung. She hated him for being heartless towards her, hated him for not loving her. She just couldn't understand. One was Su Mu, and the other was Lu Hong. Both of them weren't as good-looking as she was, so how could Master Chung be so infatuated with them? Now that Su Jian had found a new backer, she was full of confidence again. When she returned to her parents' house, she was all kinds of imposing, 2 small black cars. Chapter 52-43. Coincidentally, Su Mu also came back, mainly to bring some medicine for Su Daqiang. She didn't have much contact with her parents and rarely came back. Her relationship with Mother Su had also reached a freezing point. At this moment, Su Jian's car arrived. Mother Su immediately beamed with joy. Our Jian is back. Look at how exquisitely dressed you are. You're really beautiful. Su Mu just listened to such words. Su Jian enjoyed it very much. She acted coquettishly for a while, then took some supplements. Mom, this is what Mr. Me asked me to give you. Mother Su was stunned. Aren't you with that bastard Chung Zheng? Why is there another Mr. Me? How's his character? Does he have a wife at home? Although that bastard Chung Zheng was terrible, he didn't have a wife. He was also very generous, so Mother Su turned a blind eye to it. However, she didn't expect Mr. Me to pop out now. She had to figure out whether it was Mr. Me or old me, so she pulled her daughter over and asked in detail. Su Jian's pink face became a little unnatural. Mom, why are you asking so many questions? It's fine as long as he treats me well. When Mother Su saw that her daughter was well-dressed and had an air of nobility about her, her heart slowly relaxed. However, she still wasn't very happy. This was a mistress. Mr. Me wasn't young, and he was also a black man. In comparison, he was a lot lower than Su Mu. This made Mother Su very unhappy. In her heart, her youngest daughter was the one she loved. Su Mu was already used to this kind of difference in treatment. She didn't take it to heart and bent over to get into the car. Su Jian called out to her. Su Mu lowered the window. What's the matter? Su Jian walked over slowly and touched the car with her fingers. You're driving a car worth more than 3 million. It seems like brother-in-law doesn't treat you very well. The car she was driving back to her parents' home today was worth more than 20 million. She heard that there were only 4 of them in the whole of B City. Mr. Me had said that he would take over Master Cheng's business. This was exactly what Su Jian wanted. She would just follow Mr. Me, but Mr. Me asked her to come and establish a relationship with Su Mu. He said that Su Mu was very important and could directly affect the person above her. Su Jian was also a fool. She was clearly asking people, but she still pretended to be high. Thinking about it, Su Mu married an old man from the black sect while Su Mu married into a rich family. How could they be the same? Su Xiaosan was someone who could be slapped in the face by old Mi's first wife at any time. She had been spoiled by Mother Su for her lack of morals. Hearing her words, Su Mu smiled. Yeah, I think a car worth more than 3 million yuan is good enough. Su Jian wanted to say something sarcastic, but when she recalled Mr. Mi's instructions, she laughed awkwardly. Sister, when are you and brother-in-law free to have a meal together? Sumu wasn't stupid. With Mr. Mi? Su Jian smiled. Sumu smiled faintly. That's not necessary. Jian, I know what you are doing now. You'd better quit that thing. In the end, you will be used by others. Su Jian's face turned ugly. Sister, why do you have to be so harsh? Do you not like Mr. Mi treating me well? You can also ask him to be nice to you. Oh, I heard that he doesn't like you very much. It's all for the sake of Cymbidium chinense, right? Will he divorce you when he grows up? At this time, Su Mu's phone rang. She looked at it and saw that it was Yi Xiangnan. Chapter 52-44. Sumu picked it up and said softly, Why did you call? I'll be back in a while. Take Cymbidium chinense to have a children's meal. He's been making a fuss for a long time. She hung up the phone after a few words. Su Jian's expression was a little jealous, and her voice was strange. Even if you're not in love, you have to pretend to be in love. Will you live a tiring life? Only you know whether you're tired or not. It's good that you're not tired. Su Mu looked at her and understood why Yi Xiangnan was willing to take the risk to do that. This was simply poison. As long as it wasn't eliminated, there would be more Su Jian. Her spirit and soul were already distorted, and she couldn't tell right from wrong. She knew that this thing was not good, but she still helped Mr. Mi to harm people. Su Mu just didn't like Su Jian in the past, but now she was completely disappointed in her. There was really no family left. She drove away, and Su Jian stomped her feet. Mother Su came over. What are you talking about? Su Jian didn't dare to say those words to Mother Su. She just played with her fingers and asked with a strong desire to win. Mom, who do you think is better now, me or my sister? Mother Su thought for a moment. Looking at the clothes and the use, it should be better. She loved her daughter so much that she couldn't bear to say the truth. It was good to wear and use, but in the future, when Mr. Mi got tired of playing with her, he would throw her away like a rag. Mother Su knew this the best. But Su Jian was young and energetic. She nodded. Yes, I'm better than her, and she just feels uncomfortable. She didn't believe the rumor that her brother-in-law had transferred his 100 billion personal property to Su Mu. How could there be such a fool in a rich family? She didn't know that there were no fools, but there was true love. Su Mu drove the car back to the villa. Cymbidium chinense and Yi Xiangnan were already waiting for her. As soon as she got out of the car, Cymbidium chinense threw itself into her arms. Mom, you look so beautiful today. Su Mu kissed him. Cymbidium chinense's mouth is getting sweeter and sweeter. Cymbidium chinense blushed. At this time, Yi Xiangnan opened the car door for them to get in. It was still Su Mu's car. They were too lazy to change, so they just let Yi Xiangnan drive. After eating a children's meal, the parents played with their son for a long time. When they went back, Cymbidium chinense fell asleep in the car. Su Mu carefully placed the little fellow on her lap and looked down at her son in the dim light. Her eyes were very gentle. Yi Xiangnan adjusted the temperature in the car to a moderate temperature and occasionally glanced at Su Mu in the rearview mirror. She was not a top beauty, but she was good-looking. Recently, her temperament became more elegant, and she was good at dressing. They were all extremely simple, with a little leisure and laziness. Anyway, Mr. Yi wanted to hug her when he saw her. It was quiet in the car. No one spoke, which seemed particularly gentle. When they arrived at the villa, he got out of the car first, picked up his son, and whispered to Su Mu, "Put on your coat." Su Mu obeyed, put on the coat in her hand, and the family of three walked side by side to go home. After taking care of his son's sleep, Yi Xiangnan whispered, "You look so calm today. What happened?" Su Mu touched her face. "What's wrong with me?" He went to pour a glass of water and put it in her hand. Then he said softly, "You have been strange since you came back from Su family. What happened?" Su Mu held the glass, took a sip, and then said softly, "Cheng Zheng quit. Did you hear that Mr. Mi started to do it?" Chapter 5245. Yi Xiangnan nodded. I know. I heard about it, but that person won't make it. If the higher-ups suppress him a little, he'll probably start crying for his parents. Sumu looked at him. Yi Xiangnan smiled. And his supply isn't legal. Those who buy it are not fools. They'll get sick if they smoke it. Sumu was a little puzzled. Then we don't care? Yi Xianan found a little funny. What's there to care about? Those people are willing to smoke that stuff. If you care about them, they won't even thank you. Isn't it better if they go bankrupt if they smoke it badly? Sumu stared at him. She stared at Yi Xiangnan until he was about to explode. This is also my fault? Don't say that I don't have sympathy. My brothers who keep an eye on this matter are also working hard. They risk their lives. What about them? Other than him, Yi Xiangnan, who dared to show his face in public. Who else would dare to do so? Cheng Zheng was hot-blooded, but that Mr. Me was even more evil. Sumu whispered no, then said, if Xian follows him now, I'm afraid she won't have a good ending in the future. As for that woman, Yi Xiangnan had no sympathy. He snorted coldly. She's still a scourge. When that Mr. Me is done, we'll throw her in with force. I don't believe we can't deal with her. Sumu leaned on his shoulder. After a while, Yi Xiangnan said in a low voice, What's wrong? Are you afraid? No, I just didn't think that there would be so many dark sides. She said softly, I just thought that what Sister Han reported was the best. Yi Xiangnan smiled. As long as there's money to be made, there will be people who will do the most heartless things. He hugged her and leaned his head against hers. He felt closer than ever. Sumu asked softly, When will these end? Yi Xiangnan let out a long sigh. As long as there are humans, it won't end. Sumu didn't say anything. She just leaned on his shoulder. Yi Xiangnan smiled. What's wrong? Your sense of justice is overflowing again? She didn't say anything. He lowered his head again and said seriously, Sumu, promise me, don't try to be brave. Someone else will do this work. It's not your turn. Do you understand? She stared blankly. Just as she was about to say that she wasn't going to do it, he continued, Perhaps you're also very important to some people. Do you know? She finally understood his words. She turned around his arms and asked him, Then, who is it for? Yi Xiangnan pressed her against the back of the sofa and gave her a small punishment. Are you still pretending? There was a rare smile in her eyes. I don't understand. Yi Xiangnan simply picked her up and walked upstairs. I will make you understand. It was warm here. Su Jian didn't have a good time after she went back. She didn't do what Mr. Me asked her to do. When she went back, Mr. Me's face was terrible. Su Jian put down her handbag carefully and went over to act coquettishly. But Mr. Me pushed her away. What about the thing I asked you to do? Su Jian's face froze. Then, she wanted to act coquettishly and get away with it. But Mr. Me suddenly pinched her chin. Say it. Did you say it to your sister? Can we still eat together? Su Jian looked at the man in front of her. She was terrified. She finally knew that she wouldn't be able to eat well. She swallowed her saliva and said, Yes, yes. It's this Saturday. Mr. Me felt that he was wrong. He slowly put her down. Where is the appointment? Will Yi Xiangnan be there? Su Jian's brain was still very nimble, so she quickly came up with a lie to deceive others. She had to deceive me first before anything else. Chapter 5246. What she didn't know was that Mr. Me knew that she was lying, but he was willing to give her a chance because he knew that she wasn't a good person. Su Jian escaped death, but she was scared to death. She returned to the bedroom and wanted to escape, but she couldn't leave the cigarette. After thinking about it, she went to the hospital again. This time, Lu Hong wasn't there. Su Jian slowly closed the door, walked over, and knelt in front of Master Cheng. Master Cheng was eating an apple, and he didn't even look at her. His voice was indifferent. What brings you here? The gatekeeper is useless now. Is he? Just anyone can come in. Xiao Mao looked at the door. Master Cheng said that he can't see you. We won't let him in next time. Su Jian knelt there and said softly, Master Cheng, please give me a chance to live. Cheng Zheng put down the things in her hands. She ground her teeth and said, You'll die if you follow old me. He doesn't have the same tender and protective feelings as me. At most, I'll just teach you a lesson or give you a few lashes with my belt. When old me starts messing with people, they'll end up dead. Think about whether you want to stay with him or not. Besides, he's so old. Do you really want a few cigarettes from him? Su Jian was ashamed, and she humbly said, Master Chung, as long as you give me the cigarettes, I will definitely leave Mr. Me. What Mr. Me? He's so old. People in the underworld call him Old Me. I heard that the old man is a pervert. Su Jian, you're really something. I didn't know you liked this kind of thing. Master Chung looked interested. Su Jian lowered her eyes. I was just muddle-headed. Master Chung, I beg you. I don't have any more cigarettes, and I won't enter again. Master Chung said frankly, since you came to find me, I'll show you the way. Su Jian's face was filled with anticipation. Even though you'll offend Old Me, as long as you apologize to Moo Moo, Old Me won't dare do anything to you in the open. Think about it yourself. I can only point you in the right direction. Whether you want to go or not is up to you. Master Ching's expression was indifferent. At first, Su Jian was quite excited, but when she heard the end of it, she was a little stunned. I still have to quit, and I still have to apologize to Su Moo. Master Chung, why do I have to lower my head to her? Why do I have to apologize? Is it hard to admit that you're inferior to others? Master Chung frowned. I don't understand your pig brain. There's a path to heaven, but you don't want to take it. You'll die sooner or later if you're with me. I'll say it here. Su Jian pleaded for a long time, but what kind of person was Master Chung? He wasn't moved at all. In the end, when Sister Hong returned, Su Jian finally gave up. She crawled up and sneered. Master Chung, I didn't expect you to be such a heartless person. There's no love between us. Didn't I just spend money to find a long-term hen? Didn't I tell you not to smoke? You're asking for it, and now you're blaming others. No wonder you're inferior to your sister. Chung Zheng said bluntly. Su Jian's lips trembled, and she turned to leave. Sister Hong looked at the closed door, then at Master Chung. Why do you have to make it sound so bad? Hen, didn't you like her a lot before? Master Chung snorted. This woman is asking for a beating. She caused trouble herself, yet she still wants others to clean up the mess. Do you know what she's planning? She wants Su Mu to be her matchmaker, and Mr. Me wants to meet Yi Xiangnan. Isn't this a dream? Old Me wants to get rich when I don't even dare to do business anymore. This woman will fall into Old Me's hands sooner or later. Just watch. Tomorrow afternoon update. There should be 6 updates. You're tuning in to the Romance Rendezvous YouTube channel. We're so grateful for your support, and don't forget to subscribe to join us on this incredible journey through captivating stories. Your generosity through donations truly makes a world of difference, as it's the primary source of revenue that allows me to expand and enhance this channel for you. Thank you from the bottom of my heart for being a part of this adventure.